Happy New Year, everyone. I don't know about you, but I am pumped for 2025. I think it's going to be a good year for fighting games. The meta is really maturing for this generation of games, and we also got some newcomers coming out with Hunter x Hunter, Net Impact, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, and 2XKO. So to start out this year strong, we got announcements from the US's biggest tournaments, Combo Breaker, CEO, and EVO. That and more in this week's Set Point, your weekly FGC news recap with me, Normie Nick. Let's rock.
Yeah! Let's talk more action!
Let's start off talking about Street Fighter's World Warrior series. We had two this week. World Warrior Japan number 5 and the regional finals in France and Manaka. Over in Japan, Kakeru gets second and qualifies for the Capcom Cup seat in points. This was one of the most stacked Street Fighter brackets in the world, and this number 5 was huge to qualify for regional finals, but also for one of the top players to win points. And so Kakeru, we'll talk about him for a little bit. So being the most consistent top player in probably the hardest World Warrior region, Kakeru, like I said, 1 second to Momochi in the 5th Japan World Warrior to qualify for Capcom Cup. Kakeru, known as the perfect parry god, won Gamers 8 in 2023. At Gamers 8, he demonstrated the utility of perfect parry at a rate the world had not yet seen. His main character is JP, but he also plays Akuma and M. Bison. Kakeru began competing as far back as 2011, but became known as a top Ryu player in Street Fighter V. Earlier this season, he got 9th at the Esports World Cup, 2nd at the Topanga Championship, and 2nd at EVO Japan. He's definitely in the highest echelon of Street Fighter 6 players. All right, then over in World Warrior France, we have the winner of the regional finals, Mr. Crimson. So Mr. Crimson from France began competing in 2014-2015 in Guilty Gear Xrd. With the release of Street Fighter V, he became a well-known Dawson player, getting up to 4th place in Capcom Cup 9, the last Street Fighter V Capcom Cup, and also getting top 8 at EVO that year. He has continued to play Sim in Street Fighter 6 and won the Ultimate Fighting Arena in 2023. This is actually going to be his 4th Capcom Cup. And then with just 2 more World Warrior events, Capcom announced the group drawing event on February 13th with Brian F. and Rob TV. I think these two are really fun to watch. They've been doing Capcom events in the past, and I'm glad to see them back together again for this. For those of you that don't know, for Capcom Cup, basically each of the Capcom Cup participants get put into basically a lottery where they randomly get chosen to be put in a pool. They have a pool, they have a round robin in the pool, and then the top players from each pool go on to a top 16 bracket. So this is to announce who's in each pool. This gives players time to prepare and get ready for the event and know exactly who they're playing. All right, and then we've got summer tournament announcements. So we have the Combo Breaker lineup and dates announced. The Chicago Major returns this year, May 23rd, 25th, on Memorial Day, as it always is, and it'll be celebrating its 10th anniversary. This is the first of a series of North America's biggest tournaments. It's Combo Breaker, CEO, and EVO Las Vegas each year. The event will have the biggest games you expect, but notably Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, Virtua Fighter 5 Revo, and Rivals of Aether 2 make their first appearances. And a welcome return, Mortal Kombat X will also be a mainline game. Sadly, BlazBlue Central Fiction will not be making an appearance at the event this year. You'll be able to find more info about the event in the blog that's going to be in the description. The next big major, CEO, Community Effort Orlando, also revealed its lineup of games and opened up its hotel registration. It has all the big games that you'd expect with the exception of King of Fighters, but that could be added later on. There'll also be tournaments for BlazBlue, Guilty Gear, XX, Accent Core Plus R, or Plus R as they like to say, and Fatal Fury City of the Wolves. No Virtua Fighter here, but we could also see an announcement for that later on. This event's going to be happening June 13th through 15th, and again, link in the blog. Then we have the year's biggest fighting game tournament, EVO Las Vegas. There's going to be EVO just posted this. There's going to be an announcement next Tuesday, January 14th. I do think announcements are kind of lame, but fans are expecting to hear the lineup of what the main games are going to be for EVO Las Vegas. And rounding out our tournament coverage for this week, Frosty Fausting released its full schedule of games and where to watch them. Frosty Fausting is known for its anime tournaments, and this year is no exception. It's going to be a platinum event for Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, Guilty Gear Strive, and Under Night in Birth 2. There'll also be a special Virtual Fighter 5 Revo bracket presented by Sega, and it's going to be a KOF SNK World Championship qualifier. The dates for it are going to be January 23rd to 26th, so this month, coming up real soon. All right, round robin. This is the part of the show where I just talk about miscellaneous things that didn't really connect too much of what was before. So first up, we had the Soup Tekken League 2024 champions. It was held this weekend. It was the finale of a Tekken tournament series held in South Korea. The series was formerly called Africa TV Tekken League, if you're familiar with that. This top 16 event had Korea's best Tekken players. Ulsan won the event, and we even got to see a little bit of his Clive for a minute. If you haven't seen it yet, at the NVIDIA Direct, there was a Virtua Fighter pre-development concept video thing that was released. This is the video, check it out. It's not actual gameplay, it's more of a pre-rendered choreographed sequence, but it's showing the ideas of what the game's going to feel like and what's going to be in it. So you can kind of see unique blocking animations. That's really sick. That's one of the counter hit effects, and it looks like this is kind of the stage interaction. But you'll notice one of the big things in Virtua Fighter, something's missing here. And I'm sure other people have talked about this, but is there a ring out? And also I love this low kick dodge. That was pretty sick for me. But yeah, this is exciting to see. I love the announcements, all this stuff that they're showing of the game. Even though we probably won't see this game for a few years, I think it's really cool that they're showing it off like this. All right, Nintendo Switch fans and owners. Pre-orders are now available for the Nintendo Switch edition for Guilty Gear Strive. The port releases on January 23rd and comes with Season Pass 1 through 3, plus Queen Dizzy, the game's newest character. ArcSys ports for Nintendo Switch are known for their quality, and I'm betting that other than a few resolution changes, this will be a fully acceptable port for casuals, practice, and possibly online play with the rollback netcode. Feature Nick here. This is a whole section I totally missed. Here comes a new challenger. Here's all the upcoming events this weekend. So first up, we've got the next European Tekken Cup event, Invictus. It's happening over in Italy. This is one of the last events of the series. It's going to be a good time. If you're a Tekken fan, you're probably going to see a lot of good Tekken at this event. And we've also got a couple team events happening in Japan. First of which is the FAV Cup special match. It's going to be a team match, 5v5. The FAV, they're one of the esports teams. You might have seen them on Street Fighter League Japan this year. And they're just going to do kind of a one-time special event. I'm not sure how the teams are divided here, but it'll still be cool, and I'll be talking about it next week too, what ends up happening. Then we also got the Topanga Charity Cup, another big team event that's happening in Japan. The Topanga Series, Topanga Championship is probably like the biggest tournament local to Japan. It features all your favorite Japanese players for Street Fighter, and so that's going to be a good event to watch as well. Then we also got the Asia East World Warrior Finals. So this is going to be having Cola 321, Hot Dog, and Chris Wong are in the running for this, and this was the rest of the top 8. So we'll see who makes that Capcom Cup spot. All right, back to Past Nick. All right, y'all, and I know it's a short video, but that's kind of it for this week. I'm hoping to get another video out by the end of the week. And if you aren't subscribed and you're watching this, check it out. Please subscribe. I've been doing this FGC recap weekly, hoping to do more tournament content. Last week I covered some KOF events that happened over in East Asia, and I'm hoping to do more content like that in the future. So please subscribe, like the video, and thanks for being here. All right, bonus stage. This is the part of the show where I just kind of cover something silly or something I found this week, and I unearthed this classic Mega 64 sketch from their IGN days. This is an internet troupe. They produce videos all about video games, and they had this really funny Street Fighter 4 sketch from way back when. And it's a story of a man who played Street Fighter 4 for money, just like Tiger Woods. So really funny. Check it out. I love these guys. They're really funny. And that's it for this week. GG's.